was not cooperating. So, but I didn't get any tickets and I'm safe. So here we go. But I keep hearing, can you hear that sound too? It's in my ear.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Yeah, it's called music.
I don't hear music. I just hear beep, beep, buzz, buzz.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, Brooks. How about we play some more music and we'll come on back and get your earphones all set up.
Yeah.
I know
So
what
hey,
you
we're
got going
we're
on.
here in the studio, and we're gonna take like a short little break. When I come back, I will be introducing my co-host today. Again, is Trizah. Of course, we got some yeah, we got some amazing things to talk about, and then we have a wonderful guest in the audience. He's a promoter of a club locally and all kinds of things nationally and internationally. He works with some of the hottest comics in the country. So we're going to be bringing him on board, and we'll let you know who that is when we come back. You are listening to A Necessary Conversation. Tell your friends I'm late. They can tune in late. We're going to have some fun, and we will be right back. You are listening and watching us at latalklive.com. Reality radio, handcrafted for your listening pleasure. We will be right back.
Baby, come back.
Any kind of fool could see there was something in everything about you. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you. All day long, wearing a mask of false bravado, trying to keep up a smile that hides a tear. But as the sun goes down, I get that empty feeling again. How I wish to God that you were here. Baby, come back. Any kind of fool could see there was something in everything about you. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you. Now that I put it all together, give me the chance to make you see. Have you used up all the love in your heart? Nothing left for me. Is there nothing left for me? Baby, come back. Any kind of fool could see there was something in everything about you. Baby, come back.
We know there are many choices in internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.
Hi, this is Starlet Quarles, and I'm inviting you to join us every Wednesday from 5 to 6 p.m. for a new show right here on LA Talk Live, The Dialogue, Real Talk, Real People. Join us as we discuss the topics that are relevant to today's generational leaders. So don't forget to tune in to The Dialogue, Real Talk, Real People, every Wednesday from 5 to 6 p.m. right here on latalklive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio R&B, Live 365, Radio Flag, and now Stitcher Radio. Or watch and listen directly at latalklive.com. Reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
Hey everyone, this is Richard Carr, Business Relations Manager for LA Talk Live. Did you know social media produces almost double the marketing leads of trade shows, telemarketing, direct mail, or even pay-per-click ads? And that about 46% of all online users count on social media when making that ever-important purchase decision. Hey, if you feel lost when it comes to social media, Top Tier Media can help you. Top Tier Media specializes in social media management and blogger outreach for beauty, fashion, health, and lifestyle brands. To learn more, go to www.toptiermedia.com. That's www.toptiermedia.com. www.toptiermedia.com. Top Tier Media, the official social media marketing company of LA Talk Live and the Talk Live Broadcast Network. Young Connection, your one-stop connection for all your graphic design and commercial printing needs. Young Connection is a full-service printing and media design company dedicated to providing the highest level of customer service and satisfaction. Young Connection provides swift response and rapid turnaround services for banners, brochures, business cards, letterheads, church bulletins, funeral programs, flyers, logo design, posters, and much, much more, all at an affordable price. Young Connection, the official printing company of LA Talk Live. Give them a call at 310-491-3336. That's 310-491-3336, or visit their website at www.youngconnection.com. That's www.youngconnection.com. Young Connection Printing and Media Services, proud sponsors of LA Talk Live, where it's more than just talk.
Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Hey y'all, I'm doing fine. Told you I'd be alright. On my way to better days. I'll stand and say it now. I'm beautiful and proud. I am what men and some beautifully
We are back. You know what? I'm decided that that's my theme song. What's the name of that? Everything's gonna be all right.
I think that should be your theme song. In fact, this is a new track by Karen White. I'm Not Your Superwoman. Get with it, right? Karen
love
White. This is a
Karen
song
White.
called Seize the Day.
Seize the
Check out the
Day.
lyrics. Check it out.
I raise my hands up to the hands to the sky. Seize the day. 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 Seize the day.
And that's so different for Karen White. Isn't that a
It
different
really
kind of
is.
sound for her? I love this song.
I do. That's me. That's what I'm trying to do.
Word. Seize the day. Take control of it.
Absolutely.
Claim it. It's yours.
You know,
Word.
You woke up. God woke you up this morning. He gave you an amazing gift.
Indeed, he did.
And it is your obligation to seize the day. Thank you, Karen White. Amazing, amazing
Love this song.
We are
Indeed.
back.
Welcome
We are
back.
Thank
You've been gone
you.
for a minute, girl.
You know,
You've been
moving.
gone too
You know what
long.
I went through. You moved.
Yeah, that's true.
And you was gone for a minute too.
We keep it moving, boo.
Hey,
We keeps it moving.
we got to keep it moving. You know, we got stuff to do.
Stuff to do, man.
Yes, indeed.
We season the day.
All day long,
Seizing
every
it. Taking
day.
control of it. It's ours. God gave it to me.
So
Anyway,
we're back and we're here, and next month we're going to be back in full force.
nice.
Some
Glad to hear
amazing things happening, and before we start talking about it, I'm going to bring in my co-host. She's only known by one name, you know. Some people get to do that. So, welcome to the table, Trizah.
Indeed. Let's welcome you.
Thank you for
You're both
having
looking
me.
real nice up in here
Oh, well,
today.
okay. Well, thank you.
And you brought muffins and sweets and snacks
I
and stuff.
know. You know, when
You
you
ought to
show
knock
up,
it off.
you know, if you haven't been there in a while, you need to come bearing gifts.
Yeah.
Yes,
I like that.
Yes, definitely.
Makes plenty of sense to me.
So Trizah, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
I know a lot of stuff is going on. We're going to take a break in about 8 minutes because we have somebody we have to talk to for a minute outside.
Some other business
We got a little
to
other
attend to,
business.
whatever the hell that is.
We
I
got
don't know.
stuff. But you know, when you're in demand, there's stuff going on all the time.
All the time.
But now, in my ear, I'm getting craziness. But as long as it's going
Just
on
hang in there.
okay out
I don't know
there,
what's going
then
on
I'm
with you,
good.
but just hang in there. We'll see if we can figure out what's going on
Okay,
with those
all
earphones.
right. So Trizah, we have been planning. They're perfect now. I don't know what's going on. We've been
Yeah.
planning to do something with our nonprofits. Trizah is the founder of an organization called GEMS, Getting Every Mother Situated, and it is provides emergency services for mothers with the families
Mhm.
in need. So talk about just briefly.
And
What,
and just let me say before you guys get started, you ladies get started. If this is distracting you, take your headphones off. You can hear each other. We'll work it out
oh,
during the break. So you can
okay.
take them off if you like.
But it's fine
It's
now.
fine now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
good. Now,
Okay.
Trizah, hold on. A rousing round of applause.
Well, thank you. Yes, Jim's getting every mother situated is we help homeless and battered moms with emergency services. And like I like to tell people, they say, well, what did you make, why did you start doing that? And I'm like, because I was a homeless and battered mom,
Hmm.
and when you walk down that road, it's easier to help somebody else
Absolutely.
travel it, so I'm a firm believer. I've been through a lot, seen a lot, done a lot, and I overcame it. So that's why I started gyms, because I wanted to help other people who might not be able to see their way through so easily.
And that's the name of the whole game because if they see it being done, then you feel like, hey,
I can do
I
it
can do
too.
that too.
Hmm.
Now, Trizay and I have merged our two nonprofits.
Yes, we
We have merged
have.
gyms with Brooks Jackson Collier Foundation, and together we are calling the organization WIND, WIND, Women in Need of Direction. Okay, because I too have walked down that slippery slope where
Whew.
there is nobody to help you. There are
Hmm.
no resources, and my organization focuses on women without children, single women, divorced women, women whose children have all grown up and moved out, young women who possibly don't have children who are still in need of resources. We want to be that resource. So really, we're going to be helping women across the board
Yes.
with children, without children.
Yes.
And WIND is planning a big fundraiser. We know LA Talk Live is going to be on board with us.
1000%.
We just signed on with the Comedy Union, and they're going to backing
My
us
man
100%.
Ins. Big
Yes.
ups to my man
Yes.
Ins.
Yes.
Love
Yeah,
that kid. He's a good dude.
he's a good dude,
Hmm.
and so we're going to be, we're going to show you that there is a resource, that you don't
Exactly.
have to go to
No, you
county
don't.
and be humiliated and embarrassed, and
Right.
resources will be available immediately,
Hmm.
so
If I could jump in and add something to that, Trizay and I had talked about this. I know you've been traveling a lot. We also want to address the issues of women who are veterans who encounter difficulties
hmm.
when they transition out of the
Oh my
military.
God,
Well,
yes.
I have a lot of moms who are ex-military, and they've recently come back from a deployment. And while they were away, the mom or the grandmother or someone was watching the children. But once they come home, it's like after the I'm glad to see you wears
Yeah.
off, they're like, "Go take your kids and go."
Uh-huh.
So I help a lot of veteran moms with emergency housing, because a lot of times they're going through stuff from coming back from over there. Their kids, are acting like, they miss them so much, but the transition to come back from war is a hard one.
Oh, and if you don't
And
know what they have been through,
right, and they really have
you know.
nobody to talk to about it, because
Mm-mm.
nobody understand. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-mm.
I do a lot of counseling and mentoring, and I actually have a couple of military moms who I've had to find housing for, because they was just like, okay, you back, take your kids and go. So
So definitely we
Want to encompass some of
oh,
that in the dialogue
absolutely.
as well in the future. And of course, when you talk about women who are coming off deployment, coming out of the military, making that difficult transition from military life to civilian life, having to wait for the benefits to kick in. I'm learning more about that thanks to you, Trizay.
yes,
The other
yes,
side of that is there's a lot of talk about PTSD,
it is.
and almost inevitably, when you see and hear on the TV or even in print discussions of PTSD, it almost always includes men.
Yeah.
It,
But
Yeah.
no,
there are so many women who suffer from the same
Hmm.
problems, and worst of all, let us not ignore the fact, as we encompass these ideas in the dialogue in the future, that so many of those women not only suffered what is traditional PTSD in war, but also harassment
Hmm.
of the sexual type. And recent studies and stories have come out about the military and the plague of rape
Oh, absolutely.
of women in the military. So they deal with a
They
lot
deal with
more
a
when they come
lot.
back
When I was
from
there,
deployment.
when I was in Afghanistan,
And you were there. I wanted to acknowledge that as well.
they gave us these big orange whistles, and we thought it was a joke, right? That we had to wear at all times because, and they were piercing when you blew it because even there, with all that bullshit and all that war going on, women were still being
That's
raped.
so
I mean, is
unbelievable.
that
And these women come
unbelievable?
back with the same symptoms of
Yeah.
PTSD just from war and the stress of it, and also come back with having lived in an encampment of fear, not knowing what could happen
Hmm.
at the hands of their fellow soldiers.
Exactly.
So they've got a lot to deal with. Before we go to the break, can we just take a moment and talk about how we are going to address that on this show, a necessary conversation in the future?
Can I just address the
By
whole
all means.
PTSD situation because um you know I come on here and I tell the truth. I will tell y'all all my
You
business
keeps it real.
because I'm just real like that. PTSD isn't just a war diagnosis. I was diagnosed with PTSD after I had lived in my car. I was 8 months pregnant and I had three small children, and we lived in my Regal for 2.5, almost 3 months. And when I went and got some psychological assistance, that's what I was diagnosed with. I was diagnosed from being homeless and pregnant and hungry and not knowing what I was going to do or where I was going to live or how I was going to take care of my kids. I suffer from PTSD. You feel me? So it's not just military related illness. That happens from trauma. It's called post traumatic
Trauma,
stress
actually.
disorder. So when you in some traumatic stress, that comes in all walks of
Hmm.
life. So I do want to address the military side of it, but let's not sleep on the reality of it, that it happens to not just military but to people just like me.
And it's just addressed in a different way because that symptom is associated with military, but
Hmm.
you got mothers dealing every single
Hello,
day with
hello,
the with
traumatic stress.
hello. Yeah, and if you don't
Huh.
know how to deal with it or how to process it,
If
and
you ain't
that's
got
what
a Brooks
we
in your life, you
hello.
don't.
Nobody to
But
calm your ass down, set you straight. But
Huh.
that's a resource that we're going to
We do
provide.
all of
We
that,
will have
yes.
counseling facilities.
And we
And
not just talking. I got business
could you
cards
quit
and
cutting me
oh, I'm
off,
sorry,
please?
I'm sorry, I'm
Oops.
sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay, we're gonna work this out because
Yeah.
her voice is so much bigger than mine. So when she says anything, it just takes over. And
Okay, I'm
I'm
gonna
like,
learn how
Shay,
to
shut the fuck
whisper.
up.
Only
Right?
in your
No,
mind,
I'm
sister.
gonna start
Only in
talking
your
like
mind.
Brooks.
Oh
I'm gonna
God,
talk real
please
slow.
don't.
I'm gonna get
We
my.
don't need another one. We're gonna take a quick break, and yes, Trizay's crazy ass will be here when we return.
And also about the guests. Let's talk about the guests coming up.
Yes.
Yes, and keeping with what we are doing, he is a part of our fundraiser
Yes, he is.
directly
Big
because
part.
he is the manager now for the Comedy Union, which is Inns Mitchell's club that we're going to be involved with directly. So our guest will be joining us at the table, Mr. Charles Patrick Gooch. He's known in the business as Gooch, so we will be welcoming
Yes,
him.
yes, yes.
And we'll be right back here at LA Talk Live. We are handcrafted for your listening pleasure. And you know, I need to do a commercial for my show. We haven't done that yet. I'm about to be about it. What do we say? Get busy.
Let's get it. Let's
Let's
go.
get it. Let's go. We're about to do it. We'll be right back. LATalkLive.com and give us a call. When I come back, I'm going to give you that Skype number so you can holler at us. We'll be right back.
And the fights keep getting worse. Finding numbers in her purse. Better put that woman first. Yeah. And you know she ain't wearing her ring. Oh no. And she starts playing little games. Coming in late from work. You better put that woman first. If it wasn't for the makeup on my shirt, still out there chasing skirts.
We know there are many choices in internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.
Silly me, babe. Tell me how could I ever forget to be yours? Now I realize that you need love to spend my life.
Hi, this is Barbara Perkins, inviting you to join us every Sunday afternoon at 2:40 for Sisters at the Well Radio, a conversation with women about women. Join us as we share stories about current events, jazz events, business opportunities, health and wellness, entertainment, and so much more. So don't forget to tune in Sundays at 2:40, exclusively on latalklive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio R&B, Live 365, Radio Flag, or watch and listen directly at latalklive.com. Reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
Hey, what's up? It's your girls, Forbidden Gems, inviting you to join us every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. sharp for the hottest, livest talk show, Forbidden Tuesdays.
Join us as we expose the new generation of love and dating and help y'all run the game right. Ladies beware, fellas bring out your notepads.
So don't forget to tune in to
Forbidden Tuesdays.
Exclusively on latalklive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio R&B or watch us on Ustream TV. This is
LA Talk Live.
and we are more than just talk.
You ready?
Hello, this is Angela DeJoseph. Join me Thursday evenings at 6 p.m. Pacific for the Angela DeJoseph Show. Join me as we venture into health, wealth. We're going to give you news, interviews, and entertainment. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio, Live 365, Radio Flag, TiVo Radio, and now live on Facebook. Or watch and listen directly at latalklive.com. Reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
Hey y'all, I'm Shaquem Williams, and I'm the host of The Shock Factor here on LA Talk Live. We broadcast to the world every Friday at 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Live music, live performances. We're just live. Chef Momo, Life MC, Diana, and once again, your host, Shaquem Williams. So come join us every Friday here at LA Talk Live, the world-leading broadcasting internet radio station. The Shock Factor. The Shock Factor. Join us on The Shock Factor.
Hey LA Talk Live listeners, be sure to tune in to Bandwidth Mondo every Saturday from 3 to 4 p.m. to catch live in-studio performances from a new artist every week.
Also streaming on Radio Flag, iTunes Radio, Live 365, and Ustream.tv.
You got the best music going on today. Ooh wee.
Well, you know I do consider myself the Dr. Dre of internet broadcasting.
Yes, indeed. You wear that.
Look at that guy's voice.
Hat well.
Thank you very much.
Well, we are privileged to have a young man who has been in the comedy and the promoting and entertainment business for over 30 years.
Yeah.
You don't even look that old.
How
But
old is
he's
that?
a native Californian, and he has been doing the damn thing for a while. We know him simply as Gooch. Welcome to the table.
Thank you very much for having
Charles
me.
Patrick Gooch.
Thank you so much for having me.
You know, when I saw you at the Comedy Union, because I have known your name for years.
Uh-huh.
I think we've probably been in each other's company maybe 3 times.
Right.
So I wasn't putting a face with who you really. I thought you were Ja Rule.
Oh, uh-huh.
Right. That's who I thought Gooch was. Well, I thought he was you.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, but when I
Ja
met
Rule?
you, no, he's another
only kidding.
promoter. Oh, okay.
Drew
He was Ja
Tillman.
Rule?
Jeru.
Oh, my goodness.
Right. So when I met you, I saw you at the Union. I'm like, you know, this might work because I have been telling Inns for years that he needed to bring in a professional manager and get his ass out of the way. And
Sure enough.
finally, so that was a real good thing. So welcome to the Comedy
Well,
Union.
thank you. I'm honored, one, to be on the show and to be with you wonderful ladies, and definitely honored to be part of the Comedy Union and everything that they got going there. One of the few black-owned comedy clubs in the nation.
Yeah, and really in LA, unfortunately, it's the only one that's really kind of thriving right now.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately,
Yeah.
the others seem to kind of fall by the wayside. And again, poor management, you know, not having the right people in place. But let's back up for a minute.
Sure.
We'll get back to the union because that's where we're primarily going to talk about today. But let's talk about
Gotcha.
some of the things that you have done in the past. And Trizah,
Okay.
you can chime in now. Look, everything I say to her, she takes it literally.
I do.
She takes it literally. Like I told her, don't make me wait for you when I come pick you up. This bitch be sitting on the side of the curb
A
with
little
her bags,
rascal,
like
yep.
waiting for me. So,
Beep, beep, get in.
right, get out, just barely slow down. You gotta run to catch up. I need you to be yourself.
Okay.
But I just need, you know, the thing. I actually, Richard, you don't know this about me, but years ago, when I was trying to be in front of the cameras, and I took some classes on being a talk show host. And what they tell you is the main thing you need to do is listen to your guest and respond, and listen as you're talking.
Okay.
Because they may have something to say, and if you see it in their body language, then you can stop and shift the conversation to them. So I'm trying to just give you the benefit of what I had to pay to learn.
Okay.
Okay,
And
so
I'm picking it up.
You
What
and you're a
put down,
fast
yeah.
learner.
Thank you.
You really are.
So tip her.
Yes.
Right.
And you can see I'm real quiet over here.
no,
Miss
most
Brooks Jackson Collier ain't taking no mess today.
No, I
man.
learn something from her every day.
Oh, my God.
She's grooming me, so
Yeah.
I'm accepting all of it and loving it.
Trizah is a quick learner. So back to you know some of the people that he has worked with. You know, we may be fortunate enough to get him to come and do some stuff with us.
Yes, he is gonna be part of our stuff.
Oh, absolutely. But I know you were a big part of Guy Torrey's production.
Yeah.
You traveled with him for years, didn't you?
Well, we did a couple years together, and then Guy had a show here in Los Angeles. It was the Fat Tuesdays. Fat Tuesdays.
Yeah.
And then he later changed that to the Guy Torrey Comedy Show. And then so what I used to do, I used to live in Fresno. And so when I decided to come on and jump into the LA part of the entertainment business, I would drive down twice a week to be part of a group called the Fat Comedy Players.
I remember them.
So I started working with that group. Then I started directing the group. Then Guy said, well, would you come on and help me book the show? So I started booking the show, then became one of the producers of the show. And then when he left, I took over and created a brand new show at the Comedy Store called Trippin' on Tuesday.
Talk about moving on up to the east side.
Yeah. It was a journey, but we got there.
But those shows were weekly.
Yeah.
You know, but now you're doing a daily managing.
Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, every other Thursday, and Friday and Saturday. And then every now and then we do a Sunday show.
Specialties on Sunday.
Yeah.
I just want to take a pause for the calls and tell you happy belated birthday, my brother.
And I didn't
so
even get
very
invited to the
much.
party. I would have been there.
Well, listen, September is not over. I celebrate the entire month.
Okay.
September
I'm with
11th,
that.
a day that shall be marked in the memories.
Infamy.
Right.
Yes, it's my birthday.
Okay.
But I celebrate the whole month, and anytime I open my eyes, it's birthday
It
to me.
is.
Ha,
Absolutely.
ha.
Because we came down that night and they go, oh, Gooch isn't feeling well. And
Yeah.
Trizah's like, it's his birthday. I bet he's not feeling well.
He'll be feeling great tomorrow.
Exactly.
So tell me what's the difference you find, just traveling and working with one comic as opposed to getting calls from us 175 comics,
Right.
and and you got 20 spots to fill, and everybody, okay, they already got beef with ends
Oh yeah.
because ends has got a real, I don't think ends, don't nobody love ends but me, and we go back and forth.
Right.
But being put in that position, coming from where you only had to deal with one night and comics calling, and you pretty much knew how that was going to go, to 5 nights a week.
Yeah. Well, Brooks, I got to tell you, it was a different beast simply because I, when I'm on the road, my job as a road manager or a tour manager, I would cater to the artist, and what I would try to do is try to make sure that the artist didn't want for anything, that their focus was be on that stage. So I handled everything from travel arrangements to press to meet and greets to dealing with the club, dealing with everything. And that's one personality you deal with.
Absolutely. Tell
Now
me, I know.
now you have a whole bunch of other personalities, and some of these folks, people individually have several personalities within that one personality.
Right.
So you deal with all those, but the bottom line is you try to treat everybody with love and respect, and you honor what they do. And I some people look at this in a crazy way. I don't. I don't think there's any greater job than to be able to serve.
Yeah, I agree.
And then, but do it, and you do it with honor, and you do it with dignity, and you do it with
Pride.
class. And and when you're able to do that, and working with a lot of comics, you just realize, listen, you can't accommodate everybody every time. When you can, you can. And then, be honest and truthful with them. There have been times that I've said, hey, man, you were fantastic. That's great. Or, you know what? They'll come off stage and I'll look at them and I'll put my arm around them and I'm like, that's some bullshit, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. And then they're like, but Goose, didn't you used to be a preacher? Yeah, but even God would say that was some bullshit. That you just said. But for the most part, it's an undertaking, and you do your very best, and sometimes you can't please everybody.
You can't. I know. Working with my former husband in comedy, we always had a club, and sometimes, really, I just really wanted to cut somebody.
Sure.
Because they can be so mean and nasty when you don't put them on, or you don't think I'm funny. Who are you? I'm the person writing down the names of who's going to be on tonight.
Okay,
That's
right.
And then it's like, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, because I know I'm a person who doesn't take rejection well. That's why I could never be in this business. And so you have to, it's like every day you're putting some strategy in place where you got to deal with, and there's so many different people.
Oh yeah, and you can't deal with everybody the same way.
Uh-uh.
There's some folks where you can just be in their face, and then they're like, okay, then that's how you deal with them. Then there's some folks that you got to be real gentle, and you got to stroke their ego, and
some people you got to ignore.
Oh yeah,
Just totally.
Yeah, and the crazy part with my role at the Comedy Union, I interact with not only the comics, but I interact with ends, I interact with the staff, I interact with the patrons, I interact with everybody. So you have to juggle a lot of different things, and it's about being a people person.
Right, definitely.
And doing your very best at it.
And you and Trizah have something in common, because Trizah is an ordained minister as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah, and I got both of y'all at the
High five for the
Comedy
Lord.
Union, right?
I
So
know. I know. Wait. Were you a stripper too? No, I'm just sorry.
Oh my God, that's so funny that you said that. But being in service is real important. But I was talking to Ann the other day, and I mentioned something that happened when I was at the club, and I was overcharged for something. Didn't realize that I had been overcharged for what I was telling him. I said, your drinks are too high. When I pay $8 for some cranberry juice, and he's like, whoa, back up. Where did you pay $8 for cranberry juice? And I explained to him, And he's like, He's like, no, that should never happen. $4. He's like, Brooks, why didn't you tell me? I'm like, well, because I'm not that petty, first of all. And then because the person who served me was such a sweet girl. She was so nice. She was so pleasant. Everything about her was just cool. And so I
Love it.
didn't mind that. I'm saying that to say, I said to Enns, but that's the exception rather than the rule at the Comedy Union.
Wow.
And he said, Brooks, I really wish you would say that to Gooch. Because
You done said it to
Gooch
me
is
and
in
to
charge.
thousands of people now.
Gooch is in charge of staff now. And I said, well, Enns, you have these beautiful girls working there. They act like they don't even want to be at work. They act like they got attitude that they haven't had sex in weeks. Get them something. Let's do something with them.
Most of them. No.
And so I said, whatever I said, because when we come in and bring our fundraiser, we want people to think they just walked out of the Beverly Hills Hotel when they leave, because that's the caliber of event we're bringing. We want our staff to be untouchable.
We want them to be there to serve.
And be happy
pleasant
and
to and be
proud
happy,
to
yeah.
do it.
Please understand this. It is, for me, paramount that we are at the top of our game as far as customer service goes. And I'm glad you brought that to me, and simply because I really, really, more than anything else, the comedy will be there, and comedy is subjective, and everybody will have their different opinion about comedy. But as far as customer service, we have to be the best. One, not just because it's something good to do, but no, we're a black club.
Absolutely.
And there's a stereotype that goes with that. So you got to be the best.
You have to. And when we were there for the showcase, and I kid you not, 3 people left.
Wow.
Because they came to see Trizah. They came inside. The security guard let them in, and they came to ask a question. And the person that they encountered was so rude.
Oh no.
And like, you cannot be in here. You got to get out and wait outside until we open the doors. Okay.
Oh,
you
no.
can say that to somebody, but you can say, let me answer your questions and ask you to wait outside until we open our doors, and I'll be glad.
And the security let them in.
So it's that kind of. If I'm going to pay my money, I would really like to serve in a black club. I would really. Sure. That's what I tell Enns. The improv would jump on this. They want to be involved in what we're doing, but I want it to be us. I want this to be us. And so customer service, it's got to be the top priority.
And I agree with you. I will say this, and again, it will come with training, and everybody just really trying to go the extra mile to be accommodating. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to please everyone, but you can give the very best service. You can offer a smile. You can be accommodating. At least try to be accommodating. And I'll tell you this, and I speak as the manager of that club. We will do better. And that's not an if, and, or but. That will happen, or
no, it's
people won't be there.
Make an example out of one of them. Just get rid of
Okay. You off with your head.
Yeah, that's what Enns said. I said, Enns, he said, who was it? I said, I'm not going to tell you that. And he's like, see, Brooks,
I will.
That's what happens. My friends won't tell me. They think I'm going to fire the girls. And I said, okay, next time I see, he's like, see, you're doing it again. I said, but I really didn't remember who it was. But I mean, she was great to me, for me. So I didn't have issue. But no, I know it's going to do better.
Oh, without a question.
I can see that it's already doing better, but it's got to start from the outside.
Yeah.
When people drive up and park and they see the big dude, he's got to be pleasant, which he generally is.
Oh, yeah.
But there's something to be said, because it's got to start from when people get on your property.
Yeah.
Like I've had people come in here and they go, it's so nice in here. Oh, we love being here. This is not what we expected,
Right.
you know, from being in other studios. But perception is everything. If
Surely.
you're giving me, I used to go to a little club on La Brea. It's not there anymore, but they had a guy standing outside in a full tux, a brother, a fine ass brother.
Love it.
And he was there just to open the door. That
Love
was
it.
all he did.
I was young and I needed the money.
You was fabulous. That's all
Thank
I want to say.
Well, I will say this, Brooks. You know what? We're going to get to that place to where that the comedy union isn't the afterthought. It isn't. It's going to be, we got to get there because the
Exactly.
customer service is great. The look of the club inside and out is great. The staff is fantastic. The manager, that Negro, is sexy as all get out. I'm like, yes, yes. So,
Hey,
And he's got jokes.
yes.
you know, and that's
Right.
what we have to sell that perception.
Yes.
Like you and I know you probably already doing this, but come back with something that reintroduces the comedy union.
Without a question.
You know, and put it on the map as the premier black club in Los Angeles, because we travel all over the country.
Yeah.
We have viewers that listen to us, so when they come to LA, they want to know what's up, what to do. You know,
And you guys are open so many nights a week. It's like it should be no problem.
yeah,
You know,
every
getting
night should be.
every-
We should be turning people away
right.
Right.
every night, like it used to be.
And we're
You
going to
know,
get there.
and we will get there. And because we're reaching out to a different demographic right now, we're not just sticking right in the neighborhood, because we have so much to offer, you know. So I'm looking forward to it.
Can I jump in there real quick?
Of course. I'm sick of you and Trizah. I'm gonna
Just
leave.
jumping
so-
in there, yeah. We could do this. I met Inz in another business. I had a computer repair shop, and he brought his PC into my Mac store.
Get out of pouring off of us.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, we did all that. And I remember before he took over, what used to be, can I say the name?
Sure.
Mixed Nuts.
Right.
Right,
Exactly.
from Benet.
Mhm.
I remember how, as a business owner, I watched him evolve what was a failing club into what has become one of the most popular places to go for comedy. I have a very fond memory of myself and the Van Eric of rock and roll, Van Eric Marshall, my business partner, me taking him to that club. Ends remembering our good old days at Cafe Mac, that was my computer store,
okay.
up on Sunset, treating us real royal. All the pretty waitresses who were, hovering about and helping people. I remember those days and how great that club was. And Van had such a fantastic time because that night Bill Bellamy was there doing Who's Got Jokes. So I watched this brother as a fellow entrepreneur evolve that club using IKEA furniture and changing the whole look and feel of what was Mixed Nuts, which later moved, and then later died, into this whole new great place to go and hang out and check out some really great comics. So, that cat's like, to me, someone I really kind of look up to. And he's hung in there a lot of years. How many years have you guys been doing this? now?
13
years. Yeah.
It was 13 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. So big ups to Ends, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Keeping it going, and it's getting better. He recently hooked up with Kim Whitley and Guy Torrey. So and
Two good
that's
friends
your
of mine, yeah.
involvement.
Yeah.
And so that is going to take it up a level, because
I heard about the connection with Joe and Guy.
um
And this guy here working with them.
yeah.
Yeah, back in the day. Those are good
well,
friends
I
of
love
mine.
those guys.
Yeah,
They
good
are-
dudes. Really
they
good
are.
dudes.
They're a great family. Yeah. So we have a lot to look forward to coming, with the Comedy Union. I'm really happy to see you over there, and
Thank you.
and I bet you the very next time when we come in, all those girls are going to be smiling.
I believe they will be.
Because you know what I did.
I'll make them smile
Oh,
now.
shut
I'm very
up.
charming.
And Katrina gonna be right there with her with her
With a
bat,
razor.
right?
With a razor
right
slashing
up her
tires and-
sleeve, right?
Right.
When there was another black club that we used to do a show at. A friend of mine no longer owns it. She sold it. And the staff was so bad that people were saying, how can you even go there? So I offered to train the staff.
Oh, wow.
And for free. But that, I used to do that and charge corporations for that. But I said, I want to do this for you. And we did. And some of them quit because they couldn't. But you don't know how to smile and be cordial. And
I just can't do it.
And I would say, when you come in, I had a box, and you got any troubles, any problems, put them in the box. If you want them when you leave, you could take them out and take them with you. But while we're working, you're at work.
Can
you're
you
on
bring
my
that
time.
box over here?
You're on
Need that box here.
Right.
And some of them really got it, and it made a difference. Their tips went up, and that's the name of the game. You want people to like you when you're serving them.
Sure.
And when they walk out, you want them to say, thank you, I really had a great time.
Sure.
Exactly.
Because of you, because you were here and anticipating my needs. And so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
We want to take a break. And just quickly, when we come back, we're going to talk to you about our fundraiser that we're going to be doing at the Comedy Union.
Fantastic.
And we're going to tell people how they can reach you if they are interested in
Surely.
some of your artists.
Awesome.
And also, are you taking on any new artists for developing? So we're going to be asking you just a few personal things.
Sure.
And we're going to give a big shout out to your wife, Jolie.
My beautiful wife,
Her
Jolie.
beautiful wife. So hey there, thank you for letting us have him for today.
Right.
We'll be right back. You are listening and watching us at latalklive.com. We are reality radio, handcrafted for your listening pleasure. A necessary conversation will continue when we come back.
There's so much going on, it's crazy. Trouble all around. I'll tell you something, I'm not gonna let it get me down. I've been going through some funky changes. Changes all the same. We like the joy, but we can't really stand the pain. I'm just happy to see you and me back in stride again.
Thank you for tuning in to LA Talk Live, reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we're more than just talk. Stay tuned.
Brooksy, maker of fine laptop apparel, laptop covers and sleeves, iPhone covers, and unique home decor. Brooksy laptop sleeves are made to order and can be custom made to fit your computer. Just send a message with your order telling us the model and the dimensions of your laptop, and we'll make you your very own sleeve in whichever design you choose. Any of the pillow designs can be turned into laptop sleeves too. Remember, Brooksy for all your computer embellishment needs. You can find Brooksy at www.brooksy.com. That's BROKESY.com. And remember to tell them that you heard it here on LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.
Hey everyone, this is Richard Carr, Business Relations Manager for LA Talk Live. Did you know social media produces almost double the marketing leads of trade shows, telemarketing, direct mail, or even pay-per-click ads? And that about 46% of all online users count on social media when making that ever-important purchase decision. Hey, if you feel lost when it comes to social media, Top Tier Media can help you. Top Tier Media specializes in social media management and blogger outreach for beauty, fashion, health, and lifestyle brands. To learn more, go to www.toptiermedia.com. That's www.toptiermedia.com. Top Tier Media, the official social media marketing company of LA Talk Live and the Talk Live Broadcast Network.
The American Heart Association's Heart Walk is coming. Bring your family, bring your friends, bring your coworkers. Help yourself and those around you to live longer, healthier lives. Form a team today and walk to help the American Heart Association defeat heart disease and stroke, two of the nation's leading killers. For more information, visit heartwalk.org.
Young Connection, your one-stop connection for all your graphic design and commercial printing needs. Young Connection is a full-service printing and media design company dedicated to providing the highest level of customer service and satisfaction. Young Connection provides swift response and rapid turnaround services for banners, brochures, business cards, letterheads, church bulletins, funeral programs, flyers, logo design, posters, and much, much more, all at an affordable price. Young Connection, the official printing company of LA Talk Live. Give them a call at 310-491-3336. That's 310-491-3336, or visit their website at www.youngconnection.com. That's www.youngconnection.com. Young Connection Printing and Media Services, proud sponsors of LA Talk Live, where it's more than just talk.
Hi, this is Angela DeJoseph. Join me Thursday evenings at 6 p.m. Pacific, The Angela DeJoseph Show. We're going to talk about health, wealth. We're going to share news, interviews, and entertainment. So don't forget to tune in to The Angela DeJoseph Show, Thursday evenings at 6 p.m. Pacific Time. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio, Radio Flag, TiVo Radio, and now live on Facebook. Watch and listen directly on latalklive.com. Reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
We are back. We are back with Charles Patrick Gooch. We are in the business. He is simply known as Gooch, the promoter, the booker, the manager. I'm going to take these off because they are driving me nuts.
What's wrong with them? What's wrong with your
There's
headphones?
a lot of static.
There's something
Was it
going on in the
yours?
headphones? Really?
Yeah, a lot of
You
static.
guys
but
are
hey,
weird anyway.
That's all right.
we don't need no stinking headphones. Anyway, so we just signed on ends to be a part of our fundraiser,
Awesome.
and we are doing a fundraiser in support of Domestic Violence Week. So Trizah, I'm gonna let you talk a little bit.
Yes, we are combined, like we already combined our organization, and we're going to do a fundraiser. It's called No Reason to Return.
Absolutely.
And what we're doing is we're raising money to open our facility because I would say about 75 to 80% of my clients, they come to me in these domestic violence situations, and then they end up going back for financial reasons. They end
Yeah.
up
Okay.
going, well, maybe, they deal with them because they can't take care of their kids, or they can't eat, or they can't buy
they don't
clothes,
have no
or
place to
they don't have no
live.
place to live. So our No Reason to Return event is actually to raise money to open our facility so that we'll have a full operational facility that provides all the needs and resources that a battered mom needs, so that she
Wow.
won't have a reason to return.
No reason
Man,
to
that
return.
is awesome.
Yeah.
That's
And so
awesome.
we're
See, I
kicking
do
it
more
off.
than just tell jokes.
I love it. I love
A lot more. So we will be kicking it off on, I think the date was October 27th.
Yes.
Sunday, October
Yes.
27th
You
at.
know that's my birthday, right?
Well, we will see your face in the place
see.
then.
As a battered man.
You-
Put your headphones back on now. Yeah.
So that's the day we're gonna kick it off. We got some amazing artists that are gonna be joining us.
Oh, that's great.
We're gonna be adding celebrities, so the house will be full of celebrities coming out to support us. It will be a red carpet event. So and Enz is very excited about it, and we're gonna count on you, of course, to make it happen.
My pleasure. Can I interject something? I am so excited to hear about things like this because I don't know if you know it, but I'll put it out there. My part of my background was I was a pastor for years, and I tell people don't let the jokes and all the crazy.
I have to say that too. Yeah.
But what's huge and very dear to my heart is the fact that we do more. We as a body of believers or spiritual people, that we do more than just talk. Yeah. And that we do more than just shout in church and clap and sing songs and raise offering and all that. And instead of pointing a finger and we curse the darkness, light a candle, turn a light on, do something. And what you're doing is doing that. You're not just looking at the problem going, ooh, that's terrible.
No.
But you're saying, listen, let me get my hands dirty. Let me jump in there and do it.
Well, because that was my problem. And that's why I'm a survivor of being homeless. I'm a survivor of domestic violence. So I felt like I wrote a novel about my experiences called Miracles and My Mistakes. And I just felt like there was no more right thing I could do than to reach back and help other moms. My daughter, actually, when she was in the 3rd grade, she had a report to do. And she had to compare someone in her family to a historical person. And she did a contrast report on me for Harriet Tubman because she said I go back and rescue all the homeless moms.
Wow.
Oh, how special that she even sees that.
So I just want to join my voice and the applause to saying I appreciate what you ladies are doing.
Thank you.
By being on the front lines and doing that. And me as one of your brothers, I'm proud and honored and excited about helping and supporting and undergirding you in any way I can.
Yay. And because it's like you never know until you will actually walk in those shoes.
Sure.
And I have been privileged and blessed to be taking care of my entire life. And in all my marriages, I always was able to do what I did, so I always had a husband who could take care of me.
And I was dating all the alter egos.
So when I found myself in a position where there was nobody and I had to do it on my own, there was no resource for me.
Sure.
I had nothing, no, $100,000 savings, nothing to fall back on. So I had to try and find resources, and I realized there ain't nobody out here trying to help me. People I asked, there was supposed to be a resource, they told me you should have saved more money. Really?
Right.
So that's what we want to do. We want to be that resource that you don't have to come and be embarrassed or bare your soul. You just have to show us that you have a need and that we want to facilitate that need. And so that's what the fundraiser on the 27th, we're just going to be introducing ourselves.
Awesome.
Letting people know that how they can contribute individually or as a group. It's going to be a fun night. It's going to be a comedy show.
Awesome.
Introducing some of my favorite comics, and they will all be female. A lot of the comics that we worked with come from battered situations.
Okay.
They were homeless or there was something going on. We don't know because they use their jokes,
right?
To make a different way of life. So we're going to be honoring people in the community that do what we do.
Can we take a moment out to give out more deets about that? Let's give out the details: date, time, where, when, what.
The Who is
No, go ahead.
Oh, the Who is Brooks Jackson Collier presents WIND, Women in Need of Direction. The what is we are having the fundraiser. It's called No Reason to Return. The where is Comedy Union with our wonderful Gooch and Ends over on Pico and La Brea, down the street from Moscow.
5040 West Pico, Los Angeles.
Zip code, please. For those who need to Google it. Anyway, give them the address again, please.
5040 West Pico Boulevard.
2 times with the phone number if they need more information.
Okay. 5040 West Pico Boulevard, Los Angeles, California. The phone number there is area code 323-934-9300.
2 times for those who are slow with the pen.
Yes. Area code 323-934-9300. 9300.
Big ups out to my main man,
Right. Big
and for
ups.
keeping it going, man.
Yes.
Yeah, now some of the females that are going to be joining us on that show,
Some of the women.
some of the women,
I got to
Yes.
take this issue
some
real
of the
quick.
comments.
Man, interject. Why do women call each other females?
Well,
Oh.
because all females aren't women,
Okay.
and all
Women
so we
ain't-
can't.
It's a breakdown.
All women ain't females nowadays.
women, and all that's yeah.
No.
Anyway, but I often wondered, why do women refer to themselves as females when men refer to themselves as men? That's another show. Let's talk about the women who are going to be on the bill.
We're going to talk about that later. Of course, Trizah is going to be headlining this show. Baby Mama Music is going to be a big part of that. Our hostess for the night will be Miss Kalita Smith.
Wow.
Yeah.
Super fine from Oakland.
Oh yeah, she is from Oakland, and her new show is First Family.
First
think.
Family.
First Family. Yeah. So she's going to be our host.
She's been here too, right?
She's been here. She'll be joining us again as soon as she can get a break.
Is that Bernie Mac's wife from?
Yes.
Yeah, I got a picture of me and her that Katrina would not like.
Oh.
But she's such a wonderful lady.
Oh,
I
she's
wasn't
a
kissing her or nothing. I was
doll.
just grabbing those big, beautiful thighs she got.
Wow.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, anyway.
Yes, we yeah, that's my
I
dog
still love you,
right
girl.
there. She's a good sister.
Yeah, don't bring her around here, though.
And shut. So she will be joining us as our host. We also have the fabulous Miss Sexy Marlowe as well.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes.
And she's still sexy.
Oh, she is.
She's just going by Marlo now, right?
Yeah, but we're gonna get her
She's
back
still
to
sexy,
Sexy
though. Yeah, she's
Marlowe.
sexy.
We're working it. And of course, Miss Vanessa Graddick is gonna be joining us on
Man.
this show.
You guys are going to be. Not only are they going to have folks laughing, but any guys in the house, they're going to be drooling.
They will be.
Vanessa's young and sexy.
Yeah, I'm like, my goodness.
Yeah. So yeah, and then we're gonna add a few more sexy women. We do have a vocalist who will be joining us. She brought down the house when we were in Iraq and Afghanistan, and I still get notes from the soldiers over there. So when is Deanna coming back? So our
Nice.
vocalist will be joining us. This
Awesome.
Deanna Nichelle will be on the bill as well. So yeah, we're gonna have and we're gonna be giving away stuff. You know, we're gonna have big
What kind of stuff? Can we
items.
elaborate on
I mean,
the
we're
stuff
not
y'all
going to
giving
be
away,
giving away.
ladies?
We're gonna have a raffle.
Okay, cool.
Okay, we're gonna be. We might raffle something exciting like
Like
a
me?
date.
like
hot
no,
date.
a chef who will come over and prepare dinner for two at your place. So we're gonna do some different kind of stuff. We're not gonna have just. We also have Chef Antonio. An amazing young chef who's going to be catering our food for us that night. William Miller, the event planner to the stars.
Extraordinaire.
He plans all my big events. He will be doing our
Wow.
decorating and event planning for the night.
This thing
We're going
sounds-
to transform to come to union. You're going to walk in there and you're going to be like, where am I at?
I'm like, if it looks real good, I'm like, you got to stay.
So
my brother, do you know anything about any of this going on?
Well, see,
I'm only kidding.
he doesn't know because I just finalized it with
Right.
ends over the weekend.
And that's
So-
why we brought him to the show to
Great.
let him know
I'm only
that
joking.
we partners.
I think I'm a
Fantastic.
comedian. I guess I'm not. Huh?
You think you're a
Fantastic.
comedian?
Stay here. Don't
you,
go to
you
the
be
comedy.
funny
union.
at times.
Sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got
Just not at 146.
working on material. all the time.
This business, I'm,
Constantly working on new material.
I'm excited that this whole business that we're in, it's not just about jokes,
No.
but we can take our jokes and take what we do in the realm of comedy and make some positive change in other areas
Well,
too.
that's-
So
Absolutely.
That's why I started doing comedy. I was actually selling tickets to a charity basketball game.
Oh,
And
okay.
the lady who called me up there to buy the tickets from me, she was booking the show. You know how it is. People don't show up. Your lineup is off. So she's like, I can't buy them tickets. I got to get this. I got to get somebody on stage. I said, you buy these tickets with me, I'll go on stage. And it happened to be a competition, and I came in third place. So You Think You Funny 2011.
Trizah, get yours,
And
girl.
I came in third place.
Get some.
Wow.
First time.
First
you know,
time on
First
stage,
time on
yeah.
stage.
Runner
Because
up.
when you got it, when it's natural, you know, then
Yeah.
it's very easy to bring it out. So yeah, so we're gonna be doing it hard
Great.
that night, and the
Hard
tickets
in
are
the
only
paint.
$20.
$20.
$20. You know, we only have to sell 150 tickets.
Right.
So
Easy.
Can we do an Indiegogo project on that? I mean,
Oh no, we are. We just need to do our
Working it
video.
out.
We have to do a
Working it
video.
out,
We just
Yeah.
gotta
right.
get our video
Yeah.
done.
And how do we
that's
get
all.
Comedy Union involved with what you're doing here each week on your show as a sponsor to talk about what they're doing every week at the Comedy Union? Every week, y'all got a lineup, right?
Yes, we do.
I just heard Trizah say before the break that you guys are open more nights than many other comedy clubs.
Mm-hmm.
We
That's
are.
correct. How do we get that lineup going here?
So we're gonna be talking to Charles Patrick Gooch.
Is that
about
right?
That.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I
Okay.
think we
Yeah.
will.
And I'd like to
yes.
get him to tune in Fridays at 11 for Faith on the Front Line with Pastor Lewis Logan.
Okay, great.
Great show. They bring faith and social consciousness and action into one show, 11 a.m. every Friday, brand new show. Please tune in with Pastor Lewis Logan and Reverend Campbell.
That is my passion.
You're going to love that
Okay,
show. Be sure to tune in,
absolutely.
11 a.m. every Friday, okay?
All right.
Friday.
Get you guys involved with some of that, too.
Yeah, we got some great shows over here. So LA Talk Live really is a spot. That
And do
you
I need to
wanna
say this is
just
the best
stay
one, right? This is the
tuned
number one rated show on the Talk
Yes.
Live Broadcast Network, right?
And I have
A
just
rousing
recently
round of
jumped-
applause.
Yeah, I jumped
jumped the
off.
shark.
Yeah, I
You jumped the
jumped
shark.
over here. I left my radio
Right.
station that I had been with for 3 years, and I came over here and felt so at home, and I just chunked them the deuces, and I'm rolling. with
to. You
y'all
chunked
now.
them.
Yeah.
So say farewell to
Terrible.
WSUK. I'm sorry, my bad.
Hey, that's my own personal
My
after
bad, my
hours
bad, my
radio
bad.
station. So look, we still promoting that one. We talking about the radio
WSUK.
station on Sunset.
Yeah.
Tune
So
in.
look. So
Right.
Gooch, something
Yeah.
I was, every morning. Of course, I try to stay in touch with what's going on in the world. So I watch the news and try to see what's going on. So this morning, I happened to tune in and found out that there's a new show in England that's going to be starting this fall. It's called Sex in a Box.
Okay.
And it's where three couples, they actually have sex in this soundproof box, and there's a studio audience watching, and then they have a panel of 3 or 4 people, and they come on and discuss it afterwards.
Are they critiquing, or are they just
The
giving
size matter?
the
So that's
commentary?
it. You
They
know?
claiming to reclaim sex from pornography.
Yeah,
That's
right.
their focus. Is they want people to be in this box and go at it. And they actually have a couple that had been together since their teens. They had another couple that had been together for several years. Then they had a gay couple. And so the whole thing is to bring a discussion about sex that doesn't come from watching a porno.
And what would be the difference in watching a porno and watching these people have sex? What would be the difference?
Well, when you mentioned this to me earlier today before the show, outside of masturbation, I thought I was having sex in a box.
Oh, that's because your apartment is small. That don't mean
That's not what I meant by box, but that's a guy joke you wouldn't get.
Yeah, we get it. We're just not acknowledging that we
Thank you
get
very
it.
much.
You know-
I'm here every Wednesday.
we trying to blow over there.
But when Brooks asked me if we could test that out here, I said no. You're not going to be watching me butt naked in a box.
Oh, no.
Well, I heard you leave your socks
Wear
on.
socks,
So would
I'm
you
Got to have it.
and the hat. You keep the hat and the socks on.
That's my protection.
And bring them headphones too.
Brooks, to
Easy,
answer
you
your
don't want to.
to answer your question, I don't think that there is a difference at all.
Yeah, I don't
And I think there are times that we try to take the edge off of things that are usually behind closed doors, and we try to give credence to whatever people do. But I don't know, maybe it is just my thinking, but there are some things that the entire world doesn't necessarily need to be privy to.
No,
I
no.
agree.
And there's enough stuff on TV now with kids. Because I'm a mom and I've got kids and stuff. And you think your kids don't know, and you
Oh,
think your
please.
kids aren't aware. We saw some dogs humping in the alley, and my kid's like, "Oh, he wearing her out." I'm like, "What?" I I said, what? So it's enough out there already. I think kids are exposed to enough because this is coming on primetime TV in Britain.
Yeah.
Prime
Yeah,
time.
yeah, prime time, like a regular,
Like
between
with
8 and 10 on their
11.
main
Yeah.
little,
Boy.
yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, I think you're all prudes.
Should I watch
First and
The
foremost.
Voice
Yeah,
or should I watch people doing it?
And Gooch
Right?
is
Or get the picture in pictures so they can be having some music.
Gooch commented pastorally about his perspective on that. So again, I encourage you to tune in every Friday.
Yeah, right.
And then we have a wonderful Sunday lineup of spiritual shows you might like.
I'm a freak like the next person. However,
I just think
But
I want to
come
keep my
on.
freak to myself.
I know.
You know, to me and whoever
Sure.
3-4
you-
people I'm involved with.
Right? Okay.
Ah,
Yeah.
Okie doke.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
believe that one.
But no, I could not. I just would not be comfortable. When you watching porno, that's different. I mean, you're
'Cause
with
they
somebody
there,
or
yeah.
you're by yourself, right?
Right.
But you're not sitting around. There's 40 of us, and we sit just. Well, although in New York, I was taken to a place like I was very young, and I didn't know you could walk in places and watch people having live sex. Freaked me out. I probably didn't have sex again for weeks
What?
because I
She
ran
said weeks.
For hours.
hours.
22 minutes, go.
Ill.
But that's just no.
Yeah.
Well, I think what the overarching question is, what is pornography?
I think that's what it is.
Is
Well, let's
pornography
answer that.
a naked body?
No.
What's pornographic about the naked body?
No.
The weird thing to me about pornography is that that's how we all got here,
Right.
but it's forbidden to watch.
But not all that stuff. We didn't get here doing everything that we watching on the porno
Shit,
films.
you didn't know. You don't know none of that. You better talk to your
Well,
mama.
that's
You
true,
better talk to
huh?
your mama and them before you say that.
That's why,
could've-
yeah. See, if you could get pregnant in other orifices, then maybe that'd be a different story.
But you know, we all come in the world
So-
this way. Yet
Yeah.
the way that we procreate and recreate ourselves is so pornographic. So what is pornography to begin with? What is pornographic about two people having sex? Do I want them on prime time at 8 p.m. and especially not from England with them? Yeah,
Not there.
You can keep that.
Right.
Them with some Ugandans.
Maybe in
I'm
Brazil
cool.
or something like that with some. Anyway, we'll leave that off. Gucci, you and me, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
We'll come up with a whole
yeah,
nother
say
show.
sex
Right.
in
Do
a
I want it
box.
on prime time? No. But what is pornography? Come on, let's kind of grow up now. We're in a whole new millennium, right? Or is it just
Really?
me?
I'm
Is it just
still
a freak
just a
in
good
me?
girl because I got a cigarette lighter that says "Good girls never get caught."
Oh, good.
So,
And a bad
hey,
dude
more
gave
power to whatever works. But me personally, if I had a vote, I would vote no
Right.
on Sex in a Box on primetime TV. Now we've got so many cable stations, put it there where you got to subscribe or something because they got tons of porno you can subscribe to. You
Right.
know, and, no. So thumbs down to England, in my opinion. On the other hand, Richard says, "Yay, go for it."
I'm kind of liking it, but England, that's 8 o'clock there. You said 8 p.m. prime time. That's what is that time here? So I'll check y'all out. And see what
Right.
Maybe. I'll give you a couple of weeks. At least. I only like the beginning weeks of American Idol.
You're right.
I like
I'll
watching
give
when
'em
they
that.
voting off, when they voting people, or when you going to New York or you ain't going, they come out crying. I don't watch the whole.
Maybe we should do like American Idol naked. And
Well,
let's
they've
try-
got Naked and Afraid. Do you watch Naked and Afraid?
Have you seen
Oh
that?
my God, that show.
What is it?
Okay.
It's a reality show where they pick two people who don't know each other who are supposed to be good at survivalists, right? Good survivalists.
Uh-huh.
And they put them on a remote island and they can pick two things that they can take with you, either a pot or a screw or
and,
something.
and now one of them include drawers.
No, and they are totally naked. They've got to make them some
Like Adam and
clothes.
Eve
They
or
got to
something.
make some shelter. They got to find and kill and capture food. But
Can she give him some and just make him do everything?
he be,
That
I mean,
episode has not aired yet,
Hasn't
but I'm
aired
sure
yet.
it's happening.
Like hell, you do
But
all the hard work.
I'll stay here and clean up. You go and bring shit back.
Right.
Something
Katrina
tells
loved that
me
show.
that these are
I love that
I
show.
love that
folks.
show.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, ain't been no brothers
no.
on there. No. Yeah,
No,
ain't
no,
no
they-
brothers and sisters
I
on there.
don't know. I'm not sure. There may have been.
I've not seen it.
I
They've only
haven't, but
done a
I've
few
missed a
episodes,
couple of episodes. But yeah, they're definitely white
That
people.
is a
But it
crazy
is
show.
that is the craziest show.
Naked and
Naked and
Afraid.
Afraid. And I
Check that out.
mean, whoa.
Hilarious.
Yeah. So yeah, check
You
it
might
out.
want to check that out, though, Pastor.
Okay.
Because there's some pretty decent booty shots with the women. I
I
gotta tell
will
you.
But the men never have gorgeous bodies or nothing.
None of the
They're
women do
always
either,
I
for
will
that
fat
do
matter.
that
and
just
yucking.
before I watch Sunday's Best.
There you go.
Okay, we're gonna wrap it up. Gucci, it has been
Already?
our pleasure
Oh,
to
it's been
have
an
Indeed.
honor to be here. Thank you so very
Yes.
much.
You know, I think I know a lot about you now, and you know your background and what you can do. So thank you for being a part of the new comedy union. It's gonna be awesome. I know that.
Well, thank you. Thank you. And I look forward to coming back whenever you call me.
Oh, definitely. And I know that you are Gooch and not Jeru.
Yeah.
We next month we are bringing attention and awareness to domestic violence.
Yes.
We will have someone on each week where we will address some form of either we'll tell you where you can go if you're in a situation, we will give you some resources. We might just make you laugh about something, but we will be addressing the issues and bringing attention to that we need to stop. We need to come to the show one day and where there's no more domestic violence in
Agreed.
that we know about. We need to let women know that they have places they can come and people that will support them. So that's going to be our focus for October. And if you have any guests or any people that you know that you think would be good, holler at us, sister, and let us know, because we want to make our show for next month really be dedicated, and we want to make it the best show on the air where we address some real issues and we have some real solutions. October 27th, 6:30 to 9:30, we will be at the Comedy Union.
Yes. 5040 West Pico.
West Pico Boulevard. We will be honoring a community organization that helps women. We will be focusing on domestic violence and making you aware of what's going on in our community. We will be giving a cash prize to some organization that we think is deserving. And we'll be laughing and joking and singing and dancing and having great food by Chef Antonio. Great lineup. Trizah, Sexy Marlowe, Vanessa Graddick, Deanna Nichelle, and more. So we're going to have an amazing time. Event planner William Miller is going to be putting it down for me. So it's going to be beautiful as well as funny. It's going to be inspirational, and we're going to be giving back to some deserving organizations. So we're going to keep you informed the whole month. Tune in, latalklive.com. Reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. We are a necessary conversation. Trizah, you want to say goodbye?
Goodbye. No, I really look forward to working with Comedy Union. I'm so excited about the direction that the wind is blowing, and
Yes.
I love what we're doing, and I love what we're about to do. I'm so glad Gucci's over at the Comedy Union.
Yay.
And we're going to turn it up and turn it out, huh?
You know that's
Turn
right.
it out.
You know
And
that's
Gooch,
right.
we want you to say goodbye to our audience and let them know how they can reach you and if they are interested in Diamond Edge Entertainment or any of your artists.
Sure. You can reach me over at the Comedy Union. You can hit me at info@thecomedyunion.com, or the phone number there is 323-934-9300. And you can ask for Gooch, and I'm there all the time.
All the
And
time.
thank you so very much for having me on. And I sign everything this way, and I'll say goodbye this way. Wishing your day is filled with peace, love, and laughter.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And yes, we're going to keep that feeling going on all day. And we will be back next week bringing awareness to domestic violence, making you laugh, and giving you something to think about on a necessary conversation. I am Brooks Jackson Collier with my co-host Trizah. We are saying goodbye. Love somebody that you didn't expect to love today. Show them something special. Even a stranger on the street.
I'm going to the club right now.
Never. And not the strip. Okay, strippers need love. Too.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they
Oh, bless
do.
his name.
And you know, and
They
you
need love
know,
and $1 bills.
and you know, do what you can.
That's hilarious.
We love you. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back next week. God, thank you for giving us this amazing day to be awesome. And we're going to do our best. Let's get it. Let's go. We're signing off. See you next week.
She's the day. She's the day. She's the day. She's the day. Send me back. Everything's gonna be alright. Come on, y'all. Be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Today's a day that I won't let you slip me by. I raise my hands up to the sky. Seize the day. 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 Everything's gonna be alright. Today's a day that I won't let me by. I raise my hands up to the sky. Hands to the sky. Seize the day. Seize the day. Seize the day. Seize the day. We got seize the day.
We know there are many choices in internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.